All right, it is Tuesday in fifth period, and we're working on our projects. Today I'm going to post an assignment, and it's going to say this. You've had your sprites in this game, stationary ones, and then moving ones, but there's a lot more than that. If you think of an old 2D game, like something on the Super Nintendo, they had animations, they had changing color, sometimes even like lighting effects and all kinds of crazy stuff. So there's a lot of possibility. And then they have a lot of cool ways of handling it, like better hitboxes and scrolling and stuff like that. So for your game, you don't have to do all that, but I want you to pick one thing. So pick one thing that's like sort of on the intermediate level. We've done the basic, you want to do the intermediate. For example, on my video about the platformer, I showed two versions of your character. There's one facing right, and then when you hit left, it turns left. Okay, so the image changes to another image, even though it's really the same one, just reflected. That's still learning how to upload another image, change it back when they hit right again. There's a little bit going on there that's a little bit more code. And there's, right and wrong ways to do it. So that's one. Another possibility is changing an image when something takes damage. Like you could go from a intact item to like a cracked one when it gets hit. And some of you are already doing that. If you're doing the breakout games, I think I already have two people who have like a solid brick, and then it gets hit once and it changes into something else. Another possibility would be the background. Maybe you change the background, like if your character has to like flip a switch and then the lights turn on, or if you have that sort of game over or the you win thing built into the background, like instead of just printing text on top of what you have, you might have like a special you win background that you only change to when they do get it. There's a lot going on with that. You can do images. You can even look into the hitboxes. Some of the sprites don't make sense with a rectangle hitbox. Maybe you want to make it a circle. Or they also have a built-in thing called mask, which actually like sort of tries to be pixel perfect and get the ones that are actually there. That's a little harder, but you can do it. So this assignment, which by the way, this is the last assignment in here. Everything after it is going to count as an assessment, like part of the sort of final stuff. But this is the last normal assignment where it just says, hey, tell me what you're going to do, how does it fit, what kind of code do you need to learn, and what kind of errors might you have. Some of you guys might say what you're already doing. Some of you might say, oh, well, here's what I plan to do next. But that's it. Today I'm going to try to finish all the grades in that stationary and moving one. Some people still have a blank where it's like the green check mark because I know they have it, but it's not 100% yet. So I'm going to put in a grade for them. And some people have a 0, but then they turn something in later, so I can check on those too. Whatever I have today, it doesn't mean it's locked in. It just means I don't want to have any blanks. I want to have something in there. And then we can always change it later. So that's the plan. We're going to have the next assessment is going to be how did you do this thing? How did you do this, intermediate step? And then the next assessment, the final one, is going to be, sort of final draft. How do you clean it up, present it, make it something you could show people? Thanks.